Alright guys, what's up? This is HungriCroc coming at you now here with Warcraft 3 guys. Now, I have not played Warcraft 3 competitively, and this is a game between myself and Max Kitty. This is just, oh that's kinda cool, as you can tell. Looks like those gold bags are floating in midair, but this is more of a purpose of evaluating myself personally, of how I do in this game overall in general, and also to provide some feedback. I would like to actually receive feedback and constructive criticism, honestly, on how to play this game better. But either way, let's start this game up, guys. Sorry for the pause right there. We're gonna just hasten it up a little bit. Just going your typical build here. Undead, actually, interestingly enough, going for a graveyard followed by an altar of darkness, and then there's Ziggurat. That's interesting. I was not expecting a graveyard to be constructed before even altar of darkness, and there is no barracks right here. No barracks expected from an undead player. There we go. There's a crypt finally right over there. Now, HungriCroc getting out a Farseer, not the first choice for Orc players. Most Orc players tend to go for the Blade Master itself, just because of that high DPS it offers and that critical strikes. Getting that another Grunt out, and the Undead player getting a Crypt Lord. Actually, Crypt Lord does have some decent, I guess. I want to say he has a summon for his Karen Beetles and the crowd control for the Impale. Now we're just gonna slow it down a bit. Sorry, I was going a little bit faster than I should have. Right there. So there we go. Crypt Lord is getting summoning using the Grave Lord, actually. Graveyard. That makes sense. Using the Graveyard out of those corpses to get his Karen Beetle summoned in order to go creeping. HungriCroc has already begun his creeping. He already cleared out this camp right here. Now going for this camp. Getting, killing off these trolls really easy, quite quickly, actually. A Circling Nobility left down here. As we can see now, finally, the Crypt Lord with his army of Karen Beetles and two ghouls right here are going to begin creeping this very easy 1-1 creep camp right here. Still getting out more ghouls right here. Both players are content to just continuously creep at their own leisure at this point. Very easy surround for the Crypt Lord and his undead minions to kill off this creep camp right here. HungriCroc now beginning to encircle and kill off these gnolls right here. Now everyone of his army, Direwolf, or Spirit Wolf, sorry, and Grunts now getting a full surround on this Gnoll Brute, focusing fire on this guy to take it out really quickly. And both players now are just fine to go creeping at their own leisure and not actually face one another. HungriCroc now getting up a War Mill for upgrades, hopefully, and still continuously doing his creeping. Now actually, Undead now upgrade to the Halls of Dead, and both players are actually now upgrading Stronghold and the Halls of the Dead, getting to tier 2 as quickly as possible, probably to get higher upgrades, better different units, and a second tier as well. Nice little Tomb of Agility drop for that Crypt Lord. Picks it up, getting a little nice 1-up on the agility itself. Always very useful for a slow moving tanky undead hero. HungriCroc now moving over here to this Goblin Laboratory, seeking to probably begin initiating his attack. A little bit hesitant, actually. This is quite a bit bigger than he would expect. This might take a little while. It does summon the Spirit Wolves. Now begins to focus fire on the Ogre Mauler. Not probably the greatest choice. Probably would be better to actually focus fire the Forest Troll High Priest, just due to that healing. Now, as we can see here, Undead player is removing this creep camp with 3-3-5, and I think they do have another 1-1 right here. Not exactly sure. I cannot remember, but he is focusing, trying to take off this Gnoll Overseer right here. Probably going to get a fast expand right over here for his gold mine, gain extra income. HungriCroc still struggling to remove this. Oh, better remove that Grunt. Grunt is very low, 36 HP, microing away that Grunt. Wanting to save that unit. I want to definitely save all your units if you can. This creep camp is taking its time to remove itself. Troll Headhunter coming in, getting ensnared by the Forest Troll Trapper. Definitely now at this point, it's a very slow creeping removal. Probably should have had more grunts. This grunt is heavily wounded, though. Definitely doesn't want to expose it. However, he is removing it very well. Karen Beetle actually in the Orc base, doing some little harass, doing some scouting right here. Actually, harassing and doing some superficial damage against this Orc burrow right here. Now, Undead player does have their Tomb of Relics up. Almost upgrading, fully upgraded with the Halls of the Dead. Let's see if there's any upgrades coming in. There is none. Ghouls are cannibalizing, however, off these corpses right here, gaining some HP on the move itself. No upgrades for either player right now, actually. HungriCroc is getting the steel armor for his army right here, which will give him 1 up on the armor itself. Undead still no upgrades. Maybe because he does not have the income. I do not know, guys. But I would be expecting some form of upgrades to be coming along. Both players now just sitting in their base, not really creeping out. Perhaps they're just waiting for their army size to get a lot bigger before pushing out to hit up the other creep camps. There's still this creep camp right here, level 7, level 3, 5, level 4 trolls right here. We got a very easy creep camp right here. More creep camps right in this distance as well. So there's plenty of creep camps to hit along here. This camp has not been removed, actually. And I was mistaken, actually. There's 3, 3, 3, and one level 5 right here. Looks like Crypt Lord is going to begin creeping out here. Let's see if he is getting hero. He is actually getting hero, and he's getting a Dreadlord now. That is a very peculiar choice. Not only did he start off with the Crypt Lord, which I would usually expect to get the Dread Knight, or is it the Dread Knight or the Death Knight? Sorry, that's the Death Knight. But he is now getting the Dreadlord, probably getting that vampiric aura. That's probably the whole reason why. Uh-oh, right here, HungriCroc needs to pull back his... Oh, never mind. Very low HP. Farseer then replaces his HP with a replenishment potion, getting his HP back up to snuff right there, removing this creep camp very quickly right now.
We're under attack.
And yup, looks like the Dreadlord does get his vampiric aura, giving an aura that deals additional damage to his units and also restores HP at a much quicker rate. Undead now putting down this expansion, putting down Necropolis and a Haunted Gold Mine right here, getting that fast expansion, whereas HungriCroc has not pulled a peon here to build a hall, actually.
My life for the Horde.
Upgrades being implemented now, getting the steel weapons upgrade, now getting also the Berserker Strength, giving an additional 100 hit points and 3 bonus damage right here. Maybe he's going to go for it. No, he does not go for this creep camp right here. We got 3 level 2s and 2 level 6 golems. Quite a hefty creep camp right there. Looks like he's going instead to the north for this goblin laboratory. Right here now, looks like we got the undead player Max Kitty going for this ogre, mostly this pretty high level creep camp. Going to take off that ogre right there. Level 7 ogre should go down very quickly right now, removing that magi right there. And Dreadlord's very low HP. He might get taken out, and he does get taken out. That is a huge mistake at the cost of killing off this level 7 ogre lord. Looks like the undead army is retreating. It looks like he lost quite a bit. He only now has 2 crypt lords and his hero, and one of his heroes has gone down. Will he be getting his hero up? Yes, he is. Now getting that level 1 hero back up, respawning him. Looks like HungriCroc is now taking this base out. He does, not this base, sorry, this creep camp. He does have a Shadow Hunter who is now level 2. Really an essential hero that you need as an orc player. That healing wave right there, as you can see right there, very, very useful. It's actually pretty much essential for your army itself. Without the Shadow Hunter to provide that healing wave, your army as an orc player is much weaker. He does have 1/1 right here as on upgrades. Let's see if he does, and he does have armor for his troll headhunters. No armor, no additional upgrades for his ranged units, and it's not being upgraded right here. Now he has a bestiary, getting a raider up, definitely an essential unit for the orc player itself, hoping to use that as snare and also the siege weapon. These orcs do actually have pillage, so they are getting some extra income just off of this ziggurat right here, doing some hit and run attacks. Undead player is now responding, pulling his ghouls off of the works, or the wood line actually, so to speak. Orc player does need to pull back his grunts though. Fighting on Blight is not a good place to be. It actually is a very good significant advantage provided for the undead player. So he does pull his units off, putting that healing wave now, actually putting out that chain lightning, doing some good additional damage against those crypt fiends right there. Crypt Lord has to be very careful. He may get focus fire. Here comes the raider. He does not have ensnare though, and he's actually pulling back with a Scroll of Town Portal. Dreadlord might go down, but he does get saved thanks to that Town of Scroll Portal, I do believe. Yes, Scroll of Town Portal. A little bit getting my words mixed up right there. Undead player has taken some substantial damage right here. He is resting on the Blight, hoping to get some additional HP right there. But the HungriCroc, the orc player, has realized that there is a base right here. He is also putting down a Great Hall here for his peons to begin the harvesting gold mines. He is beginning to target this necropolis. Now sending some skeleton minions and some ghouls all by themselves, actually isolated. That is not a good move. Undead player Max Kitty, you do not want to send out your ghouls and skeleton minions so isolated from the rest of your group. You need to send them all together and begin attacking and defending your base. However, it does not look like the Max Kitty is going to save his necropolis, instead going to let it fall. Now he sends his army right here. He does have an obsidian statue, but obsidian statue is in the front. You do not want this obsidian statue, a very good mechanical support unit providing mana and healing to your units. You do not want this so close up. You probably want it a little bit further right over here. It's not a good idea to have it so close. Crip Lord right here in the back doing some good impale doing some good impale damage against orcs. Orcs right here getting into low HP. Will there be a healing wave right here? No, I do not. I'm waiting for the healing wave right here, HungriCroc. Come on. Come on. We got two low level. Nope. One orc grunt does go down. Will we see healing wave? Healing wave does go down. Obsidian statue does go down. That is a unit you do not want to lose. It's a very good support unit for the undead. That's something you don't want to lose so early in the game, actually. HungriCroc is now free to take this haunted gold mine at his own leisure. Undead player has lost quite a bit. All he has right now is 2 skeleton minions, 1 ghoul, Crip Lord, and Dread Lord, and no upgrades. I do not understand. Why does this player not have any upgrades? Still getting more ghouls, and he is now getting another obsidian statue from his slaughterhouse. Either way, it looks like the undead player is uncertain as to what to do for his next move. He is not creeping on, and he is not laying down another expansion. Raider left right around here. Probably maybe for scouting purposes. Actually, that is more for a misclick. Raider should be along with the rest of his army, with his fellow orc players right here. Researching now, Thorn range weapons has not upgraded to the fortress yet. Getting troll regeneration, providing extra hit points regeneration rates for the trolls itself. Getting another grunt. There is a ghoul right here actually doing some harassment against this poor peon who is only trying to collect some gold right here. Peon might get actually taken down if the orc player does not respond. Orc player is responding very actually quickly, pulling all his entire army just to kill this poor lonesome ghoul, trying to do some harassment, just trying to get some kills for the undead army itself. Will get taken down very quickly. Orc army does have 1-1 on his units itself. Looks like the undead player is moving out with his army. He does have ghouls, skeleton minions, and no crypt fiends, looking to secure this place once again. Probably going to send this acolyte to haunt this gold mine to again provide some income for his army itself. Orc player has secured his gold mine right here. And what is this? A raider? What is this? Is a mistake from HungriCroc, a misclick right here. Raider gets impaled. He might get actually surrounded right here, and he is not getting surrounded. Wow, that is a mistake actually from Max Kitty. He is not moving his units to surround that lonesome raider. That would have been a very easy kill. Dreadlord is still level 1. That's unfortunate as compared to the Shadow Hunter, which is level 3. 2 heroes level 3 actually, with their upgraded army of grunts, raiders, and troll headhunters right here. Now upgrading to the Black Citadel, as well as here the orc players upgrading to the fortress itself. Now actually getting a demolisher, probably to use to take down those buildings and begin the siege of this undead army right here. But still no upgrades being implemented. More obsidian statues being added to the army. Orc player does come in, killing off an easy kill right there with the ghoul. Raider gets taken out, very low hit point Raider right here. This is a very small poultry force that the undead player has. Very weak, very small actually. Dreadlord is not in a good position. He might actually get surrounded right here. He is isolated from the rest of his team. He is getting hit. He is getting actually focus fired, but will he get away? He does get away, and he is on Blight. Blight providing an extra health regeneration for the Dreadlord right there. And the orc player is not going to actually proceed to probably attack this base. He does not have his demolisher. Probably waiting on more units. Demolisher right here, providing that great amount of siege damage right there. As you can tell, 74 to 125 damage right here. Looks like we're here. Undead player is, that chain lightning doing so much damage against that Dreadlord. Dreadlord needs to pull back, and he does not die. Will Dreadlord actually fall? Will he get taken out? No, he does not. That Blight doing so much good hit point regeneration for the Dreadlord, saving that Dreadlord's life. Direwolves in here, almost about to expire with their time life on mana. Orc player is coming in again, probably wanting to do some more damage with his grunts, leading in front charge. This Raider in a very precarious situation right here, going to get taken out very easily if he does not pull out, but that healing wave comes in, saving that Raider from potential death right there. Undead player is pulling back his forces. Obsidian statues, got to be very careful. They could be taken out very easily, focusing the sacrificial pit with the pillage implemented on these grunts. They will get that income as well. Demolisher right here, trying to lay some fire. Will we see the Demolisher begin attacking? No. Units are pulling back. Raider might be taken out very quickly. He is slowed. He is has so much low HP, 34 HP, and no, he does not get taken out. Dreadlord does not finish the job. I am very surprised. He does not have Karen Swarm, actually. It's an AoE ability, I believe, and he could have easily gotten a kill on this Raider. Troll Headhunter, what are you doing? Better get out of there. And still no upgrades on this army. Very paltry, weak, small force. Only a Karen Beetle, 2 Obsidian statues and his heroes, and finally an Abomination. But without those upgrades, the Abomination is going to be less effective against this upgraded army. Cloak of Flames left behind, Rune of Mana, all picked up by the Farseer, in which the Undead players did not finish off the creep camp right here and did not finish picking up their items. Gold mine here, gotta get your acolytes here, but this is a very dangerous situation. The Undead player is not in a strong position to defend his base right here, nor this base right here. He does not have a sufficiently sized army to begin defending. Demolishers laying in their heavy siege firepower right in here. Dreadlord is ensnared, but he does manage to get away. Obsidian statue now ensnared, might be taken out very quickly. Focus fired. Will we see it happen? Will this Obsidian statue be taken out? Hit points going down very quickly, and Obsidian statue does get taken out. Sacrificial pit does get destroyed very quickly. Dreadlord's in the front line, but will get taken out. He does get taken out. Level 1 Dreadlord does go down. Unfortunately, not leveled up in any way, and this looks like this might be the last stand of the Undead player. We have 2 Demolishers right here, going to make very quick short work of the buildings itself, targeting the Black Citadel, which is probably doing the most amount of damage. Very fast piercing and slow damage right here. Abominations, while they do have a hefty amount of hit points and decent damaged armor, if they are not upgraded, they're going to do significantly less damage against this upgraded force of orcs. Cryptlord does get surrounded, and he is going to get taken out very quickly. That is very unfortunate right there. And Abominations, again, even though they're quite heavy and quite tanky at times, they're going to get focus fired very easily by the Orc player itself. Demolishers continuously laying down their siege weapons against this Black Citadel. Black Citadel will get taken out just right there. Black Citadel gets taken out right here. This looks like this is the end of the Undead player right here. Unfortunately, not getting his upgrades and not getting his Dreadlord into a sufficient level in which he can compete against enemy heroes. Also, losing this expansion right here in the early game was most unfortunate. That has greatly contributed to his loss as well. Sadly, I do not understand why this player only went for ghouls. While ghouls are very cheap, if they're not upgraded again, if you do not have the proper counters to the enemy army, you will not succeed. Very unfortunate for this player, making some very few easy mistakes. HungriCroc also needs to learn to be a little bit better on his micro, as well as probably just overall gameplay itself. But that looks like that is the GG, guys. Right over there, Max Kitty has left the game. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Please do leave some feedback and constructive criticism on how I can better myself as a player. I'm still learning. Again, I have never actually played, well, I don't know if I actually mentioned this, but I have not actually played Warcraft 3 competitively, only casually. And if you guys probably know Footman Frenzy, well, I played hours of that and on. But hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. I will be bringing out some more gameplay content of Warcraft 3 itself. And like I always say, guys, take care of yourselves and take care of those around you. Until next time here on Warcraft 3, see ya.